I just woke up from a dream about Kim Jong Un. And a dream about shopping in the night in a blackout. We went to North Korea, and I think this is just after, it is February 27th, 2019. I think this is during the summit in Vietnam between Donald Trump and Kim Jong Un. We went to North Korea, and we were being treated as if we were North Koreans. In a way, we're being treated as if we were North Koreans. We had to march, and we couldn't act up or anything. We couldn't go goof off. We had to do what we were told. And I just woke up. I woke up late. It is almost, well, it's about 10:45 in the morning on Wednesday, February 27th, 2019. Probably during the summit or about the time of the summit between Kim Jong Un and Trump. I don't know whether they're having another summit. We were marching, and we were told we had to sit up and do this stuff, and we had to obey orders. I don't remember it all right now, which is why I'm recording it now, because there's a lot to remember. And we were told we must do this, we must do that. And I was very military-like. You know, I didn't want to do anything wrong. I wanted to do what everybody else was doing. And there was a tray that Kim Jong Un himself was handing around. We got to eat dinner, we got to eat lunch. And there was a tray that Kim Jong Un was handing around. And people would like point or something like to the food on it, and then hold back and say, no, I don't want that. And I was hungry, so I reached out my hand, and there was an egg. There were other things on the tray, but there was an egg, one egg, and I reached out to grab it. And I think Kim Jong Un said, no, you don't do that. So I put the egg back down, and I got into trouble for reaching out to grab the egg. And I was kind of like I was not very coordinated as far as the order, as far as the orders and acting as a unit. I was not very coordinated in doing that, and I was concerned I'd get into trouble. I think I was afraid I'd get into trouble, and then. I think one of the military leaders, one of the leaders said something about there's a man there for me to see, and for someone to see, and it maybe indicated behind me. So I looked behind me, and there was somebody I recognized. It was talking about matchmaking. And it was somebody I recognized. I don't remember who he was. Maybe a celebrity. And I felt relieved because he was going to put me together with my fiancee Heather. And that was about the end of the dream. Except for there was one time where there was Indigo Traveler, Nick, who's Indigo Traveler on YouTube, and he said we were marching, and it's amazing. He was able to goof off more. Indigo Traveler was in the dream, And he said, hello from San Francisco. He's not from San Francisco, but he said, hello from San Francisco. And so he was pointed out, and it said, you're going home and back to San Francisco. You're going home. And I guess maybe he, on his travel over to Kim Jong Un, I guess he went to San Francisco or something. It doesn't make sense really, because it's not a flight path. And then I had another dream where I was shopping. This was about 3 o'clock in the morning, or about 2 o'clock in the morning, or something like that. I was shopping, and it was night. And I was shopping, it was night, and it was a blackout, and I was shopping, it was a blackout, and people were acting like it was normal that it was a blackout. And I picked up a feather duster, and I walked back. It was like a self-scanning lane, and there wasn't that many people. There weren't that many people in there, but there were people in there. And it was a self-scanning lane. So I picked up a feather duster. I think I had some other things, but I picked up a feather duster, and I rang it up, and I put it in my bag. And then I went back and picked up another feather duster, and I put it in my bag, and I picked up another feather duster. It was at least 3 or 4. And and I just kept walking around in the night in front of the store, and the store was under like an overhang, like there was a parking lot above the store. Out and in front of the store where was a parking lot on a level above it. And I was walking in a parking garage, and there was no light from the store, hardly any light, or no light from the store. There might have been light from the emergency lights, and it was dark outside. And it was night. So that was about that. That was about that dream. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stuff about Kim Jong Un, me getting with my fiancee through Kim Jong Un. It was interesting, and the dream about the night, both were pretty realistic. Okay.